Hello friends, welcome to Dreamweaver Crocheting with Love. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn something very interesting, and that is how to crochet an ice cream applique. Now as you can see over here, I have done this applique in 3 parts. That would be, first we need to make the cone for the applique, followed by the cream part and then the cherry. It's very simple and easy to do. In this cone part, I have used simple stitches like single crochet increases so that we get a nice cone shape. And then for the cream portion, I have used the method of working a flat circle in which we work double crochets inside the magic circle followed by increases around the rows. And then for the cherry portion, I have worked about 6 to 7 half double crochets within the magic circle. Let's see how this is done. For this, the materials that are required are a 3 mm crochet hook, 3 colored yarns. For the cone part, I'll be using this brown colored yarn. For the cream portion, pink colored yarn, and for the cherry, I'm using this red colored yarn. A tapestry needle and scissors. So let's begin. First, we'll do the cone portion of the ice cream applique. For that, I'll be making a slip knot. And I need to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I need to skip the first chain and I'll be working 1 single crochet into each of the next 2 chains. Again, chain 1. And work 2 single crochets on top of the 2 single crochets worked. Now we will be increasing. For that, I need to chain 1 and work an increase in the first stitch. That is, I will be making 2 single crochets on top of the first stitch. Followed by 1 single crochet into the last stitch. Again, chain 1 and turn your work. Now into the first stitch, I'll be working 2 single crochets. So I'm increasing and 1 single crochet into next 2 stitches. So in total, I am having 4 single crochets. Now since I have increased in 2 of my rounds, now the next 2 rounds would be working 1 single crochet each. That means in the next 2 rounds, the number of single crochet should remain 4. So for that, I am chaining 1 and turning my work and working 1 single crochet on top of each of the stitches. Again for the next round, I need not increase. I'll be just chaining 1 and turn my work and work 1 single crochet on top of each of the stitches. Now in the next round, I'll be working an increase. For that, I need to chain 1, turn my work, and into the first and the last stitches, I'll be working increase. That is, I'll be working 2 single crochets into the first stitch as well as 2 single crochets into the last stitch, and into all the middle stitches I'll be working 1 single crochet each. So just watch out. So in the first stitch I'm going to make 2 single crochets followed by 1 single crochet into next 2 stitches, and then again I'll be working an increase of 2 single crochets into my last stitch. So in total, now I'm having about 6 single crochets. So the sequence is very easy. You have to work an increase into the first as well as the last stitches of the row, and then you need to work 2 rows without increases. That is, you'll be working 2 rows with 1 single crochet on top of each of the stitches. Now since I've done the increase, so the next 2 rows that follows will have just 1 single crochet on top of each of the stitches. Now in my previous row, since I am having 6 single crochets, so the next 2 rows, since I am not increasing, the number of single crochets will remain the same, that is 6. Again in the next row, I need not increase, it's just working 1 single crochet on top of each of the stitches. So this pattern you have to follow depending upon how longer you want the cone to be. That is working 1 row with increases in the first and the last stitches, and then followed by 2 rows without increases. That is working 1 single crochet on top of each of the stitches. Now this you can work as long as you want. If you want the cone to be smaller, then you can work just 2 to 3 rows extra. If you want to be bigger, then you have to just follow the sequence as I mentioned before and work the number of rows that you need for your cone. So I'll just complete with the rows and let you know how many rows I did at the end. So here I have worked the increase round till I had 10 single crochets in total for the row, and then followed by 2 rows having 1 single crochet each. So at the end I am having 10 single crochets. Now this cone is comparatively smaller as compared to one that I have already done. So that depends upon your choice how big or how small you want the cone to be. Now the next step would be to provide a neat edging for your cones. For that I will be chaining 1 and working 1 single crochets on the top, followed by 1 single crochet sideways, and then again going back 1 single crochet into each of the rows till I reach the starting position. So it's very simple to just work 1 single crochet per stitch. Now working sideways, I need to first chain 1 and turn like this, and into each of the rows I will be working 1 single crochet. Again I need to chain 1 since I have come to the end, and I will be turning like this and working 1 single crochet on each of the rows, working sideways. I just put this yarn tail under the crochet work so that it gets hidden. So now I need to slip stitch into the first single crochet that I had worked. And leave a long tail which can be later used to sew the parts of the ice cream applique together. So this finishes your cone part of the applique. Now the next thing would be to make this cream portion. For that we'll be using this pink colored yarn. So first I need to make a magic circle. Into this magic circle I need to work 10 half double crochet stitches. So I'm done with my 10 half double crochet stitches. Now I'll be pulling the tail of the magic circle in order to close it, and then I'll be slip stitching on top of the first half double crochet. Now the second row is very simple. Again I need to chain 1 and work 2 half double crochet per stitch. Since we have done 10 half double crochets, at the end of the row 2 I'll be having 20 half double crochet stitches. So just continue the sequence of working like this till the end of the row. Here I have come to the end of second row, and I'll be slip stitching on top of the first half double crochet work. Now for the third and final round, I need to chain 1 and work the following sequence, that is 1 half double crochet into the first stitch followed by 2 half double crochet into the next. So just repeat the sequence. Here I've come to the end of the third row and I'll be slip stitching on top of the first stitch. Now in total I'm having 30 half double crochet stitches. So the main part of the cream is done. Now in order to make this part, I'll be following the particular sequence. For that I need to chain 2 and into the same stitch I'll be working 3 half double crochet stitches. One, 2, and 3. Again I'll be chaining 2 and working a slip stitch into the same stitch. Now I need to move to the next stitch and work a slip stitch. Again I need to repeat the sequence. So you just repeat this pattern like this. I have done here about 4 times. You can do as many as you want. So here I have done with the cream part. As I mentioned, I have repeated this portion over here for 5 times. Since our cone is smaller as compared to this cone, I prefer to make half double crochet stitches. So in case if you are planning to make a larger cone or a cone similar to this, then here I have worked double crochet stitches, and you can work as many as you want depending upon how larger you want this portion to be. Now after doing this, and put the excess yarn on the back part of my applique. Now next step would be to make the cherry. For that again I need to make a magic circle, and inside the magic circle I'll be working about 5 half double crochet stitches. So here I have finished with my cherry part. I have cut the excess yarn, and now I need to stitch this cherry to the cream portion of our ice cream applique. Cherry is nicely attached to the cream part of our ice cream applique. The next final step would be to sew these two parts together. For this we have already left this long piece of yarn. I'll be placing my cream part like this on top of the cone, and then on the back part of our ice cream applique we need to just go through the stitches like this. So that finishes our ice cream applique. I hope you found this tutorial very interesting. If you have any queries, please let me know through comments. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.